And here we pick up with Medivh's warning. We start the first shot out in the snow. I really wanted to get the sense that Medivh was traveling to this destination that he was getting to. It was really important to sort of make you feel that he's been journeying, traveling huge distances just to get to Lordaeron, which is where he'll end up, the Kingdom of Lordaeron. Some of these backgrounds that we did were pretty incredible. This is some of the first times that we'd used trees. You can see the trees scattered. These were pretty tricky to pull off. Lots of branches and stuff, and you might not notice it, but they're there. Without them, you can tell, but sort of worked out. So here we are. Now, we went with a real blue tone to this act. I wanted it to feel very cold, so it would be a little bit more hostile to Medivh as he tries to plead with the courtroom. I think the color really helps push the story along just as much as the actual visuals themselves.
This plague that has gripped the Northlands could have dire ramifications.
So here's Taranis, and he was real tricky because he had a full head of hair, and the thing about computers is they do not like rendering thousands of little polygons, little strands of hair. So, we'd figure we'd cut it up here, cut it there, and try to put it together, and nothing really seemed to work except just stuffing it all in and letting our render farm choke on it, which was sort of our philosophy with a lot of things, actually. The raven's feathers, was actually hair that we flattened down and put against his body. And it actually works because the color of his body, his skin is black, and with black little feathers with little specular highlights, it gives you the illusion that there are more feathers. And that actually worked out. I wasn't quite sure if that was going to happen, but it worked out really well. So we keep that theme with Medivh with his feathers here also. He's got his cloak and his feathers, and his staff also, which has a raven etched into it. I don't know if most people catch that, but he's got little telltale signs of raven all through him. So yeah, you can get a good look at a lot of the stuff. You can see there's chains and cloth and a lot of stuff that we had used in the past, but really hadn't messed around with. This is Taranis' big stand where he takes control. The actor who actually did the voice for this character passed away, unfortunately, and he was an incredible voice actor. He's one of the guys who came in and nailed his lines, and he gave a lot of life to the character, and the animators would see this, and we'd play the takes of him acting, and it was just, he was so exaggerated that it was very easy for the animator to pick up on that and sort of carry the performance. We actually outfitted these guards with chainmail, and what we'd do is we'd run a cloth simulation on this actual fabric that was underlining the chainmail that was hidden, and we'd use that to drive the chains around. And it worked. The characters, I think it made them feel a lot stronger once they had that outfit on.